So, Bob Bryant got away?
I think we saw
I knew
this.
I'd never find him in South America.
Yeah, we saw this. Either way,
What about the other killer?
we'll just
Yeah,
start
you
here.
kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Certainly did that. Episode 8, Jesse James.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
I mean, debatable, but top 3.
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Also true.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
40 grand's a hell of a payday today. That said, I do know Jesse James is actually, I was fascinated by, like, the Old West in particular, cowboys when I was a kid. There is no truth to the Jesse James, sort of the Robin Hood-esque figure that went around, stealing from the rich, giving to the poor. There's that story that he saved up. They, like, gave a woman money to pay a banker so that they wouldn't foreclose on her home. Then they robbed the banker on his way off, like, as he was leaving the farm. Debate whether or not that happened, but ultimately he was not a give to the poor type of guy. He was just kind of a bastard. And we're just right in it. Wasn't even walking forward. Heavens almighty!
Them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every
They did
which
rob
way.
trains, though.
But I knew
Mobile
I'd
banks,
find
some
my way forward
outlaws
if I
call
was
them.
gonna find this Jim.
Also, I've specifically requested... Well, that's just rude. What's back this way? By the way, this game's apparently being ported over to the... What the heck? Huh. What is all this about? I mean, thanks for the ammo and such, but... It feels a bit... My sequence breaking here? I don't remember. Take the dynamite, sure. Heard this game here is coming to the Switch over yonder, so, that's at least, point in its favor towards... What do we have here? News. None of that. What? Thank you, Gun. Gondlem's bad. Well, if that don't say it all, nothing else will. Yes, sir. That was unfortunate timing. Well, I got shot in the face. Repeatedly. That was. Go out a line of booze with an old brain and you may come up with a few crazy memories. What? Are you saying not everything I'm saying is true? No, give me both guns, dang it. I have unlocked the quicker reload button or the quicker reload. I'm not going all the way back there. Simply by mashing R. Yeah! Still standing, are ya? I've prepared for this particular hour long. What do I have in place of that, actually? Got me my fancy rifle. Believe I'll keep the rifle, though for these close quarters, the dual pistols are quite nice. Jesse James himself. Oh, hell.
How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
You know, I was in the middle of something. Oh, come on, guys. I was in the middle of that. Well, I think we figured out the sequence breaking game. Legend was... he could stop a train by staring it down. Jesse James. Now, why not just run him over? That's something that's always
the freight
bothered me.
train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train.
Why didn't you just sign up to be... Whoa, shit! Didn't realize we were in QTE territory. Why didn't you just hop on the train there, buddy? Like, volunteer, sign up, that sort of
The
thing.
James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota.
Ooh, that one.
So
Yeah, it
Jesse
was
needed
nasty
more men
business.
and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
I got a prompt. Oh, a ladder. Liberate the
Climbing around
train.
that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that.
Oh,
Younger
hell.
gang pulled the first train robbery west of the
Dwight,
Mississippi.
I was talking.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your
Butch
nose.
Cassidy's up there, same with Al Capone. Well, although he hasn't happened yet,
A little
canonically.
hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
That's a Meatloaf reference well before his time, I'll have you know. I am also about to walk off the train. Oh, hell! That's right, I can dodge bullets there, son. Can you? Doesn't look like it. Preparing for this here... What the hell? Preparing for this here playthrough, I went and got myself some cowboy paraphernalia, which would say a Stetson hat and a large bit of cholera. I also shot my neighbor for looking at my wife funny. Cheated at a game of cards. Worth actually, I think, switching over to the rifle for this bit. Man, shouldn't have gotten so close. One bullet for that shotgun, I dare say.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities?
What are you...
Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and
We-
been sitting here for quite a spell.
Kind of in the middle of something here, buddy.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Do I open up this here door here, or... I mean, I can.
I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
Ah, that's the theory, is it? How many of these are there?
I don't know, Jack.
Oh, for
I
God's
think I
sakes.
believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense
It-
at all.
it truly
I
does
mean,
not.
You gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
Some of these stories are
don't
pretty
agree.
far-fetched.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, I mean, someone.
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
Rather rude. Yep, there he is.
Now, I never worked for that lightning cocksucker. But
Ow.
I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins.
Damn Pinkertons. They're giving us honest bounty hunters a bad name. No one like... Whoa, Pinkertons. Got shit done, though. Credit where it's due. At least got shit done. Well, I just fell off the dang train that time. Which would certainly kill me.
It
Having
was
never...
a rickety ride and quite
Okay,
precarious.
yes, I understand. We understand I've fallen off the train at this point. I do have a melee button. I was going to ask about that at one point. I know it was established. Forgive me if you can hear my keyboard click-clacking away as I reload my piece. Oi. You don't see me... What the...
It was definitely safer on the inside of the train.
I get it, thank you. I can't get on the inside of the train, however, as you can see. What are you? I ain't yellow. The only time you'll see me in yellow is wearing it to your funeral. Sick fucking Church of England reference.
Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted to be dead.
Yeah, Pinkertons, they got shit done, but they were nasty.
Somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you.
Guess I got one of those faces there, Jack.
I bet you are.
Everyone's always mistaken me for somebody else. That said, Silas Greaves is definitely suggesting he's had the most interesting life this side of the Mississippi here. I could have gone in the oh, for God. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know how often trains carried pre-cut slats. The logs are more
I
like...
came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
It involved shooting them, and the chain, perhaps. I can't really...
I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well...
The bastard I was after.
just walk
Jesse
past.
hired a damn army.
A creative way forward, walking
Jesse
around
didn't
them.
want to be outgunned like that
The hell?
ever again.
Someone fucked up with those graphics.
Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Woo, Nelly.
Well, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out.
Excellent
It was
effect
either
here.
a bullet or dynamite.
Thank you for
Where
letting
would
me
you find dynamite?
choose.
Does
There's
it
some on the
really
card.
matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Apparently I can't stand up here. Which, I mean, straight... Oh, yes, I can. Thank you. Oh. What the hell am I doing? I have a rifle. I'm an idiot. Sense of death. Yeah, okay, got it. Thank you. I'll just pop that and get my rifle out. Creative. There's a ladder there. I don't know if I can use it or not. Whoa! Woof! They are whizzing past. Freaking audio on this bitch. Rifle bullet. That's how I took him down. Although what he's doing down there, not on the gun, was beyond me. But hey, gift horses and whatnot. Then again, I'm not trying to fight the James gang. Actually, what the hell am I doing here? Oh, right, I'm looking for, oh, for God's sakes. Whole lot of asshole. Oh, hell. About to say. Looking for that man that done did me and my brothers wrong. You know, for a tired old drunk with a penchant for free booze, I at least tell an interesting story. I mean, I could use the Gatlin. Woo, Nelly! Whole lot of fellas there just walking down the line. Can't help but notice. Who the hell? There was one crouch behind me, wasn't there? Clever bastards. No, I don't believe in ghosts. What is with these loading screens? It's like Spec Ops The Line up in here. Spec Ops The Line, for those that don't know, a fantastic game. A detail that you wouldn't think worth mentioning, the loading screens in that game. They do the bit where they give you tips like any other game. But holy hell, some of those tips. There are things like, if you were a good person, you wouldn't be here. That's an actual loading screen tip. Alright, I don't know who shot me there. That was someone passed through walls of time and space to put a bullet in me. It also might not help that, in cowboy fashion, I have decided to get a certain amount of my booze on. That really should have... Why is that one of the lines? What? I can't hear you. I'm a reckoning for anyone in my line of sights down this narrow point of view. Tisk tisk. Oh, will I rue the day? Will I? Oh, that guy. Look at you being clever. It's cute. Shot your arm off there, Slick. Whoa. Yoink. Who is doing that? I think I have dynamite. Bombs away. I didn't get it. And his arm is gone once again. Have I cleared you all out, boys?
I was looking for Jim and shooting any
Ooh,
son of a
Nelly.
bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse
Oh,
James
well,
himself.
that's embarrassing. Yeah! So much for your armor. Well, I suppose he's not armored in his face. I don't think they were determined to die. I think they were more determined to kill you, and they just failed. It's an important distinction, I would wager. We did not kill Jesse James. That's just not a thing that happened. He was shot in the back of the head. Interesting. Transporting a rusty-ass old tractor.
It was then
Oh,
that
dear.
Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the day.
Oh, hell! Yeah, no, sorry. What was I supposed to do there? That one's not on me. If anyone's keeping track at home, up to this point, they've all been on me. That one is decidedly not on me. Boom. I'll just get the hell out of the way. Oh, Nelly. Woo!
I could see Jesse waiting for me.
Could I?
Fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
I could see a guy over there. I should use my rifle.
You had a
Oh,
showdown
hell
with
no.
Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Absolutely was.
Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Certainly did.
Yes, it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
What's that now? Well, that was embarrassing. I could have dodged the bullet. You can, in fact. You're focused. Your action. Watch your enemy's hand closely. I mean, thanks for the... More stats than a tip, really. If I had dodged the bullet sooner, I'd have gotten away with that. I shot him in the arm. If Silas is making some of these up, it's fair to say that you could probably leave out some of the more impressive details. Get away with it. Shot him in the
I
hip.
didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
Oh, so I'm
What
the
about
reason.
that Jim fella?
Hanged
What
up
happened
his
to him?
guns.
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head.
Lucky that
Bastard
for
slipped
him.
away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Jesse James honorably killed. He was not killed, actually. Really, kind of important. Still, though, of all the Call of Juarez games to port to the Switch, I'm glad it's this one. I did not play Bound in Blood, although I heard it was very good. I did play the Cartel. It was shit. Well, I mean, shit's a strong adjective. It wasn't very good. But that's because it also wasn't a cowboy game. There was a cowboy in it, and by a cowboy, I mean he pretended he was a cowboy. He was just kind of an ass. But no, it was set in, like, modern time, and, like, it was dealing with Mexican drug cartels. So, like, yeah, the dude in the cowboy hat and the trench coat dual-wielding pistols, cool and all in cowboy times when, other than a Gatling gun, there's no real way to get rapid fire going. When we have assault weapons is just kind of dumb, and I didn't even play as him for most of the game. It was, yeah, it was not a good outing.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim.
Apparently,
I followed
what the
those
hell am I
bastards
wielding?
into the
This
high
is
mountains as they were
preferred
going to
gun.
ground.
What mountains would that be?
Yeah,
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe.
where are the
Perfect place to
Ozarks?
hide out from the authorities.
I'm not actually familiar with the Ozark Mountains. Ow. The hell are the... I mean, train, hideout from authorities, Ozarks, I would have to guess Midwest to West Coast somewhere, but the only real mountain range I know out there is the Rockies. You got the Blue Mountains and the Appalachians, or Appalachians, if you prefer.
In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first.
Oh,
They
dear.
probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
They could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Alright, well, if it's Cheyenne, then I know roughly where it is, because that's Wisconsin. If you've ever seen the show, or never seen the show, but at least know of it, called Hell on Wheels, I recommend it, but it's a real up and down ride. The first season's pretty solid, but also, other than establishing some characters, doesn't have much to do with, like, the eventual plot of the show. Seasons 2 and 3 are kind of, they're not great. They're worth watching to know what happens to some of the characters and, like, further motivation development. Seasons 4, 5, and I think there might have been a 6. If there wasn't, it's just 4 and 5. But once they get to Cheyenne, holy crap, it's a really good show. It's, like, super well done and solid. It's interesting. The characters are fun. But seasons 2 and 3 of that show are rough. If you gave up on Hell on Wheels in season 2 or 3, I don't blame you, but I recommend going back. Like, all you really need to know is that the Swede turns into a Mormon. Which, if you haven't seen the show, is complete nonsense to you. If you're familiar with the show, you know exactly what I'm talking
whiskey,
about.
Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
I prefer rum myself. Can't say rum was probably prevalent in this time period, however. Well, that's not Native American setup. That's like white man, that is. I mean,
Where was
I guess
Indians, right?
natives or
I had more
Indians
than my
if
share
you're,
of
in
run-ins
this
with the
time
red
period.
man. Like
Whoa.
that time. Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did.
I suppose they would have used
In
tents if they
fact,
were
I can
available.
still remember that
Quicker
old
than
medicine man's
TVs,
words
I
to
suppose.
me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
That's rather, you know... Whoa, hey! What are you doing? Why is it bound to you? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, what is this? Gold rifle? Hell yeah. Hints about enemies behind you. Spot enemies even beyond your field of vision. During concentration, marks at the edge of the screen point to enemies that you would not normally be able to see. Well, that's, you know, sure, why not? What is this one? Execute nearby enemies. Deal some headshots without even aiming. Pressing and holding Q will eat up all your concentration in exchange for marking nearby enemies for execution with perfect headshots. I mean, that's really good, actually. Oh, I'll take that. You know, Grey Wolf was... Oh, hey. Here I was making fun of people behind me.
And the darkness will grow.
Grey Wolf was awful
Until it
polite.
consumes
Uh-oh.
everything you are.
Hey, these aren't engines anymore. I think the people in this period or point in the game are like the people I've been hunting and fighting in Guns.
So, did you ever find him? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
What's that now?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
I can't sprint. Oh, I like this song actually.
Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year? What
Beautiful.
is this that I can't
The song as well
see
is gorgeous.
with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers.
Well,
He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me.
what happened to the guy who escaped to South America, though, eh? Like, in case it isn't clear, there's... Oh, hey, Reed. I'm sorry, Frank James. You killed Jesse's brother, is that what you're claiming? I'm with Jack on this one.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes, well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
I'm not sure rifle with scope was, first of all, a thing, and secondly, they certainly weren't calling it rifles with a scope at this point in time. And they might have said a long-range rifle. Like, to emphasize the fact that, you know, you could snipe people with it. Why is it called a snipe, however? Oh, you know, I wonder if that has to do with... Well, okay. Hells, bells. Whew, Nelly. I wonder if snipers and sniper rifles have anything to do with the made-up animal that's like, we're going on a snipe hunt. It is entirely possible. I'm just gonna let that recharge up in the top right there. Took a drink, decided it was worth letting that recharge over time, and back out into the open again. Whoa, Nelly!
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother
That
Jesse.
would be a stupid
I couldn't
thing to
really
think.
disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Frank was there when he got shot. I'm not positive about that. I know there were 3 people there.
He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me.
Jesse is
And
killer
when I
and one
closed in
other
on him
guy.
again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Cole Younger. Alright. Yo! Okay. Woof. I imagine this is just a survive
I can't
bit.
fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself.
Well,
At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what
That's-
I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was?
Yeah, but I'm still...
Justice?
I got a hell of a body count.
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
Ow!
Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead.
This is a crappy-ass
It was a
mountain
pitched
cabin, I'm
battle
not
that
gonna
could've gone
lie.
either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
I always seem to.
On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
Hell of
I'm
an
just
arm.
laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Whoa, Nelly. And I'll go back. I'd rather you didn't. I am. Whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I didn't know they was running at me. That's a god dang lordy piece of work. That bastard's running at me. I might have had a few. Just frag out over there, really.
Take him out! He's just one man!
Yep.
Put him down! I want that bastard dead!
Ooh, quick loader. And quick fire, goodness me. Those will run back and... Whoa, Nelly. I was gonna say, pretty sure there's dynamite over here. Okay. The man said I would need to do better than that. Whoa, Nelly. Once again. Well, who did that? Now, really? Yes, yes. I demand answers for who did that, though. So now I gotta do all that again. I'm making progress. Woof. I'll just crouch down then. Good thing I can cancel the reloading. That's nice. Is it? Is it gonna hurt? Woo, Nelly! What is... Someone's shooting my dynamite. I think that's the problem. I'm getting cocky and someone's shooting my dynamite out of the air. Smashing enter before the level was loaded was considered dishonorable behavior in the Old West. Alright. No need to be a dick about it.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone
Yeah, okay,
either way.
we know. Thank you.
Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case.
Yeah, someone's shooting.
It's
it out of
always
the air.
good to be
I
prepared.
gotta sparse that out a bit better. That way no one's... That is true. Fastest contemporary gunslingers can shoot and draw their weapon in under half a second. This is a real quick draw. From what
was a
I'm
pitched
told, it
battle that
takes
could've gone
probably
either
about
way.
6 months of practice
Luckily, I
with
had
that
some
to get to
dynamite
that level
in
of
my
speed.
Dynamite.
I'll throw 3.
On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
Only 2 on
I'm
those.
just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
And that son of a bitch!
Yeah, end me. Oh. Anyone else? Okay, duly noted.
Lily liver bastard!
You know, I take offense to that. You'll find my liver is far more daisy-coated than Lily's. You'd know that if you fucking ever had a conversation with me. Why don't you write home every once in a while?
Come here! Put him down!
Like a dynamite run to guy. Whoa, Nelly! Sparsing it out's clearly the correct way to go.
I'm gonna blow your damn head off!
Is that right? Think I'll steal that idea. It's easy to talk shit when you're on the other side of a bridge with like 50 men, though. Like, I'm out here in the trenches, having to wipe my butt with banana leaves and such. You don't hear me talking shit about it. And here we go. I think maybe the dynamite going off by getting shot is like a way to deter you from just spamming dynamite. Because that was clearly not working. That certainly was, or is. No. Why would I come out from behind here? This is so clearly working, though. And that was it. Oh.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri. Showing folks around the
That's
family
right.
farm for
He
25
was,
cents a
wasn't he?
tour.
Forgot
I
about
didn't
that.
say he died in the fall, now did I?
Boy, that's convenient that I left off that detail. Hey there, Frank. What's up?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
At a certain point, that was probably
I
accurate.
explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am
He is
done
covered in belts. Look at that, man. If you count the bandoliers as belts, he's got 5 or
We
6
parted
on
in
him.
peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Okay, but what if I turned around and shot him? Ooh, aren't we clever, game? This is the first guy I've actually been able to, like, see 3D model-wise head-on. And not, you know, trying to put a bullet in me. The first non-hostile individual. And he doesn't do... I can't interact with him in any way. No, whoops, sorry. Sorry about that. No idea how accurate this is, but yeah, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Does this count as... Yeah, it's gotta be 5. Well, I mean, it appears like it's 2, but they are clasped together in some way, so... Oh, no, wait, 6, 7. I was about to gut him off the hook, but he's got some leg straps, too. Oh, man, these don't count. They're just, you know, sleeve cuffs. So, 6 or 7 belts on the guy. You're not quite, you know, JRPG level protagonist, but you're getting there. Those men have the loosest pants, let me tell you. In case it wasn't clear, this game was made back when belts were cool.
So what
Whoa,
happened
now.
with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch lookouts.
Seems like old James Frank James coulda helped me with this bit. What with me sparing him all
Determined
that.
not to let that murderer escape my revenge again.
Anyone left? Yeah, Curly over there. Oi, lefty. Knock it off.
But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out.
Would it?
Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger.
Oh.
Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
Get it? I boned your wife, Jim.
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
Well, that's unfortunate. Yo! I thought this would be good cover. Off awful lot of people in this game, I must say. I guess the James gang had really solid PR even back in the day. Whew, boy. Okay. That's no one. That guy's dancing around me. Also, rather a lot of ammo. What does that guy have? Gotta be a shotgun, right? I might come back to that guy. Let's give that guy a break. Guy's got a shotgun too, maybe. Well, I don't know where the bullet's coming from. Whew, okay. Thank you.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
Thank goodness. Shit, I went for a drink. God
I
damn it.
had waited a long time to face
Reed's an
him
ugly
down,
son of a bitch.
so I could
Apologies
repay
if you
him
look
for
like
what
that,
he
but
did
trim
to
your
my
damn beard.
brothers.
Well, and then we both died. Silly me. Yeah, I know. Those aren't bad stats, actually. 0.2 is my quick draw. Jeez. I was really looking for it. I might have to dodge a bullet here. Pressing enter was considered bad form in the Old West. Don't tell me what to do, game. Fucking load faster. I wonder if the switch port loads faster. This game came out like forever ago, though. Like, I say forever ago. It's forever in video. Oh, I shot him in the
And
dick.
repay him I did.
Whew. I say forever. It was probably more like 4 years at this point. 5 years at most. So, not... I mean, honorably killed. There you go. But why is this game getting a Switch port of all things? It might be for another Call of Juarez game. Sorry, text message I had to ignore. Anyway. Moving right along.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob
Oh, is this the
character.
end of the game?
Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Ah! Nope, we got one more. I was gonna say Wild Bunch. Ooh, the Wild Bunch, actually.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of debate about that. It's pretty... Sundance is pretty... I think Sundance is more or less confirmed at this point to have died down in Bolivia. There's really only a little bit of evidence to suggest Butch didn't. And the main argument for it is that his, like, actual provable trace back to his bloodline granddaughter, she... I think on Oprah, of all places. One of the talk shows in the 90s. She told stories about how she remembered Grandpa Butch, you know, telling her stories about how he robbed trains and all the things he did back in the day, sitting on, you know, the porch of the family home, bouncing her on his knee. That is mostly the evidence suggesting he didn't die down in Bolivia. The fact that his own family says no, he didn't, I mean, that's pretty solid. Sundance, I'm pretty sure, is widely regarded as having died down in Bolivia. Got my
40 years
gold
I had
guns
waited to get
back.
my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
So this bit's entirely fictional. What, one guy? Is that... Oh! I feel like you missed a beat there, game.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one...
Why are they exploding when I shoot
Bob
them?
Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time
Where are they
again.
coming from?
I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
Why would a 70-year-old man join back
That
up with
had
Butch and
indeed crossed
Sundance?
my mind, as did others. For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after?
Nice.
By
Nice.
this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am.
I don't know, that was on you,
A
Silas, I
man
think.
with no family, no friends.
That, again, on you. You
no
decided.
purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
You chose that. You got the first two. The third one, you let that consume you.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I've been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Shush, Jack.
Suddenly it was 1910. Here I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. Town was falling apart, just like me.
Oh, Nelly. One guy, again.
But I wasn't about to call it quits.
Gotta say, the one guy QTE is a bit much. Oh, look, more than, well,
Even though the ghosts
I
of my
expect
dead
at least
brothers
3,
were begging
man,
me
come
to
on.
end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around.
I mean, I don't know where to go at this point. Maybe it's the liquor talking. I mean, this seems right? Maybe? I don't know. I genuinely... Oh no, that's the fucking... Alright, so it's this way. Follow the path. Follow the path. Follow the path. Yes, the path. Look at this path here. I should follow it. And it leads here. Okay, so maybe this way.
I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said,
Well.
the bandits knew I was onto them.
Clearly I'm going the right way,
They lured me
sort
in
of.
and hit me with everything they had.
I am clearly outmatched here. Like, I mean, really. Now, who did that?
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here down.
Yeah, I did. So how about we make with the
Actually, in
prevailing?
that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Huh. Alright. It was a survive this business.
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me.
Leather mercantile. Silly me. Well, which is it? Is Sorry.
I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
What, the kid?
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop.
How's that now?
Here, there, even over there.
Why, though?
So
Ah.
I am right. You are touched in the head.
Tetched?
Mr. Greaves,
You mean touched?
perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer.
Whoa! Hey!
Floyd
Whoa,
Garrett.
whoa, 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 whoa,
He
whoa.
came at me, guns a-blazing.
Dang it, Pat
Knew
Garrett.
that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past.
A lot of
All my
ghosts then.
sins were coming back to haunt me. And
This guy fought
drag me
Massaro. It
down
would
to
take like a
perdition.
year. Who Nelly? They
I saw
blend
Henry
in
Plummer
too.
throw dynamite at me.
No, you didn't. Definitely did. Oh shit! Right there. I did not see that. That's Plummer. Don't know who these guys are. Oh, that was Billy.
But in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Hey, who that? Oh, of course it's up there through the bushes. Excellent.
Robert Ollinger
Rude.
appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun.
Not Bob Ollinger and his mean-ass shotgun. In action, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Ollinger and his mean-ass shotgun. Ooh, a New Game Plus. I retake my skills. That would have been nice. I think the game recommended that I play New Game Plus anyway. Whoa. Hey.
But no ghost army was stopping me.
That's an actual line in this
My
game.
father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
You be quiet, boy.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
That was rather right up on me, frankly. Well, where is the story, game? You got a bunch of different paths here. Alright, that one's intentional. I'm hiding. It's called cover. Ow.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Where the hell are they? This is not the easiest on a colorblind man, I'll have you know. Oh, hell.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great
Oh,
beyond.
now this seems a bit unfair. I mean, really.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed.
I didn't even shoot
Each
Jesse.
one deader than the next.
Jim, fair
I
enough.
thought I would go crazy.
Thought.
For God's sakes. Who are you, Jesse? God, you would be that one. Hiding out back there. You again, Jesse.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
Who?
The Sundance Kid?
Oh.
Like
Fair
a
enough.
general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before you see him alive.
He was alive.
You don't look a bit like Robert Redford. Whoa. And there. God damn it. I hope it checkpointed me. That was rough. Okay. Not a pertinent tip at the moment. Well, where is he? Ah. He would have a shotgun and be stalking me around the arena. Stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Crap. Okay. There we go.
I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
How's that now? They were quite good friends, actually. Amigos, partners in crime. I bet this doesn't look a thing like Paul Newman. He certainly does not. He got up. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, Silas Greaves, the good, the bad, and the dead. Are you suggesting I'm dead? Or am I the bad in that case? Since I was in the middle, the good, the bad. And
But the kid wasn't quite deceased.
Ah, well, there
Not
you go.
yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the last.
I shot you like 20 times, buddy.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Very fictionalized.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own...
By the way, have any of you seen Bob Bryant lately?
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You figured it all away, Butch. Eda's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Shouldn't I just let them fight it out then? That makes the most sense. Apparently... Oh, shit. Hooah. It's a Mexican standoff. Which is not offensive, it's just the kind of standoff you see in Mexico. Anyone who's like, oh, a Mexican standoff was offensive, you're an idiot. It's like saying yellow journalism's offensive. You're an idiot. Wow.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Sure they did, buddy. Even I don't believe that one. Although my stats were fantastic on that. 93 focus and 82 speed. That's really good. 0.8 on the draw. That's solid. Nice. Anyway. Hard to top killing Butch and Sundance. Who, at least you could fictionalize killing them since their deaths are ambiguous. Versus Jesse James, whose death is kinda, sorta, we know how he died. That's a hardcore fact.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob? There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Hush, Jack.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob,
Gasp!
past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
And now, the ultimate choice. Under normal circumstances, given how much I've hunted this guy within game and how much of a bastard he was back then, I would and did the first time I played this game absolutely 100% take revenge. I hate that trope where he's like, I've killed many men and come all this way, but I'm going to spare you to prove I'm better than you. I am only choosing redemption because I have not seen the redemption ending. And as I said, the last time I played this, I chose revenge, in which I just shoot the shit out of him. So let's see what redemption has in store.
why'd
See?
you toy with me
Achievement.
like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
Plot twist, he's the
What do you
president.
plan to do with your life,
Future president.
Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
Military
So,
academy.
you want to be a soldier?
He was.
Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life. You hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing.
Ah, I do like that. Oh, the comeback of the line. Definitely seems like with the music and all, this was the good quote-unquote ending. That said, I do prefer the, it's been years, but I prefer the one where I kill him, in which they're like, so that guy really was Silas Greaves. Yep, seems that way. Still though, bravo! Solid game, solid game. All around. Cheers, everyone! Toast to the solid game. See, that'd have been like 3 more parts. If I had been, you know, doing it the way I was. But instead I've shifted to an hour, so this is the finale. Isn't that nice? What is next on the docket? Also starring. I like how the level artists are starring. Scrum Master, what the hell? I want to be a Scrum Master. What's it take to be a Scrum Master? That's an awesome title. Anyway, something a friend of mine has been asking for a while for me to play is a game called, and I believe it had a GameCube port, so I can definitely emulate it. Metal Arms Glitch in the System, which I've never heard of, I know nothing about. I assume you play as a robot. Beyond that, I really... The particulars of that game are unbeknownst to me. So I'll probably end up playing that shortly after this goes up. I need to get around to recording more Persona. That hasn't gone away. That's just sort of on pause because it takes a while to record that because I need another person to, i.e. my fiance. At present, I'm still playing through Random Emerald, although I imagine that's going to be wrapping up fairly soon, as well as Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Once those wrap up, I don't really know what to play next, to be perfectly honest. I've moved more... I'm liking streaming, and because of Patreon, I actually have legitimate, like, requests as far as streaming go. I need to start... I just finished my Okage stream. I need to stream Catherine and the Danganronpa series. By request of a patron named Flashplex. So those are taking priority in the streaming. That said, as far as record... I know what I can play. I've been sitting on that game. I've been waiting to play that. I've been wanting to play that game, but I've been sitting on it, just waiting to play that game. Do I spoil it? In order of appearance. John Seigan, Sam Riegel. Sam Riegel's Dwight? Hey, Sam, I know that guy, sort of. He's on Critical Role. I wasn't aware. Huh. I mean, now that you say it, it's so clearly... Special thanks to those guys, I guess. George Ledoux and Masajewski? I hope I'm saying that right. That's probably the guy who did the native man voices. But yeah, cool to see Sam Riegel. It didn't occur to me that was Sam Riegel. And again, now that it says it, it's so obviously Sam Riegel. A lot of Adams in that playtesting. Adam Dyke and Adam Jankowski. That's my name, Adam. Don't call me Adam, though. It's Wuzzy. Ah, Wuzzy. Good old Wuzzy. An Eisenheim 95. Also known as Gurumia Barile. It was all over the place. Yves Guillemot. Apparently these guys were French. Burgess Skmard. Deborah Peppernick. Xavier Penn. Nicholas Muller. Nicholas Joy. Majdi Kramer. Yeah. I think this was... I think this was made by Ubisoft Montreal. This is a great song. Yeah, I think this was Ubisoft Montreal. That's all the French names. Baptiste Tabanon. Like, really? I mean, come on. But again, bravo, Sam Riegel. You know, showing up in a little game like this. It's always fun seeing games like this. And you know, that must have been interesting. You know, they were approached him to play Dwight goddamn Eisenhower. But, you know, as a young boy who's so wide-eyed and doesn't quite understand, you know, the way of the world. I wonder if he'll mention it now that the Switch version's coming out. Again, I wonder... I'm gonna look that up real quick. All of Juarez... Gunslinger... Apparently Wesley, I looked up. Oh yeah, that was the one where it neglected to mention that you could dodge bullets. Hopefully my playthrough will get more views when it comes out. All of Juarez Gunslinger for the Nintendo Switch. It was announced a week ago, yeah. But why, though? I mean, it's a fine game, don't get me wrong. It's just... It's a very old game, is the problem. And, like, the Wii U had that issue. They ported things like Mass Effect 3, Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, Deus Ex Human Revolution. They ported those onto the Switch. Sorry, not the Switch. They ported those onto the Wii U, rather than have, like, their own games. Which is just... It's... an odd choice. Because everyone had played those already. Goldmine Saloon, an homage to... We sang this already. On the Legendary Outlaws. Yeah. Feel like a true gunslinger thanks to motion control and HD rumble. Oh dear. Better not be. Alright, so there's a TV mode and a handheld mode, so it doesn't have to be. I'm signed in? What? I just looked up, but apparently I'm signed in on my Android to the frickin' Nintendo Online store, so that's... Alright, fair enough. This looks like it. 2013, this game is 6 years old. The Wii U was still like, young and fresh at this point in time. So, understand my confusion of porting it to the Switch. Not a complaint, just confusion. Well, that's it for Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Like I said, probably Metal Arm's glitch in the system following this. I'll be playing it in 1 hour increments, as I am all future videos, except for streams, which will be just archived on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, everyone that came through. If you're watching this because of the Switch version, hey, welcome to the channel. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also support me on Ko-fi and Patreon. Links to that are down in the description. So, if you'd like me to play a game, it's a $5 tier to get in. Flashplex is kind enough to donate $10, which got him access to my personal Discord name. He and I chat occasionally. Sent me a message just today about how he hopes I give a fair warning before I start streaming Catherine, which I will most certainly be doing. But until then, thank everyone so much for watching. I've been Token. Talk to you later, True Negotiators, and see you around, Ass Clowns.